Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Charge and Cruise. We are here today, Father's Day, and what better to spend Father's Day than with the family. That is why we are taking the Far Bike Roadster 73 Plus and the asapzebra out into a state park called Nisene Marks State Park. It's just a few minutes outside of our area, but it should be easily bikeable and you won't go too deep into the forest. Honestly, this is one of the craziest mountain bike forests available on the West Coast. But we were just gonna go in there, we're gonna do a little picnic, maybe find a couple picnic tables, and just enjoy the cruising ride. Of course, we're gonna test out the ride quality of the asapzebra, see how she rides on these forest mountain trails. But yeah, guys, right now we are just at Starbucks. Quick little pit stop to get caffeinated, and then we're gonna get going. Let's do it. You are joining me and the family on Father's Day, and what a better way than to spend it here in our local state park, Redwood Forest. I wanted to show you guys this huge tree. My goodness, its base is, I don't even know, maybe 3 or 4 car lengths. One of the biggest redwoods out here, but we are just getting started. Got the family up ahead of us. We also have the asapzebra testing out its off-road capabilities. We are gonna go up into the forest and definitely check it out. So let's get a move on. So we are just entering the forest right now. There's a decent amount of dust on the road from the cars coming up and down it. But overall, a very pleasant ride. It's quite bumpy, but the full suspension of the asapzebra is taking it pretty well. Ooh, all right. I wouldn't be going 30 miles an hour, but cruising around 15 to 20, pretty smooth ride. Oh, there's so much dust. Oh gosh. But we're taking it slow, and man, look at this forest. Oh man, this forest is unbelievable. It's probably like 2 minutes away from town right now, and we're like in a whole nother world. Very cool to see. Look at, we got a little cave. I don't know who lives in there, but there's a lot of little trails around here. Yeah, we'll keep going. I just wanted the cars to pass us.
It's beautiful here. I love it.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Big Sur, huh?
Yeah, Big Sur.
You guys let me know, does the zebra look out of place in the forest like this? Zebras in the forest, y'all. But we're just having fun out here, enjoying the ride. I've actually have never gone up these trails before. There's so many trails around this area. You kind of just have to keep an eye out on where you're going. Here's another pull off. Looks like a picnic area. We got a cool bridge. Ooh, there's the creek. What? There's a payphone here. That's funny. So I believe if you were to complete, there's this loop out here. It's like 30 miles of trail, but it's a big loop. Oh wow, look at this. Very cool. We are on, I think this is biking and hiking only trails now, so there should be no more cars left. I feel like I'm in a Star Wars movie or something. The trees are all so straight. Wow, this is such a nice and serene road. There's actually a creek on our right side that looks like this path is following. It's a lot further down though. I think we're just following that sort of water source. They say if you ever get lost out here, because this is actually a state park and it's quite deep, and people do get lost out here, they say just follow the source of water downhill because it basically just drains into the ocean. It's a good advice. This place is really large and people actually have gotten lost out here when they've gone off the main trail. But for the most part, if you follow the 5 roads like this one, you'll be good. So yeah, just off the side of the road here, as I was saying, it follows a creek. It's pretty down there though, but it looks nice. But it follows the creek all the way up. We'll see where it turns, but man, what a view, what a forest. See? Bikes. Woo! No cars anymore. Okay, so now we're officially out of car land. Before, those roads were really dusty, full of cars, but there's actually a locked gate this time that kept them out. So now we should be having no cars. It's actually quite a hot day today, but so I'm glad we're under the forest, under these trees, keeping it shaded. The asapzebra is really in its element right here. It's got really nice suspension for this kind of terrain, and you can't really go wrong. It's just buttering out the road, making everything super smooth. Look at, we're on some sort of bridge now.
I think there are crawdads here, babe.
Oh, for sure, there's crawdads in here somewhere.
Can you check?
Can I check? You're not supposed to get them from here. You have to be way higher because it's still probably polluted. I just wanted to check out this this bridge and the creek. So, I mean, if you were on foot, you could walk down the creek and have an old creek adventure, maybe do some crawdadding. But we still got a lot of trail to follow.
Crawdadding.
A zebra in the forest. Who would have known? Ooh, look at this little off trail. Oh, probably shouldn't have went down here. So actually, the history of this park, I mean, this is based off very fast reading on Reddit, was that an oil tycoon bought all this land in search of oil, never found any, and basically turned it into a state park afterwards. So you got basically this whole state park all to himself trying to find oil and never got it. But he got himself a nice redwood forest in exchange. So, ooh, it's nice up here. And we've been going up on a slight uphill this whole time. Battery is at 81%. And it took about 6 or 7 miles just to bike here from our house. So battery range is looking good so far. The downhill is definitely going to help on the way back though, for sure. And we got some tree roots coming up. Now, although the zebra is pretty smooth when it comes to this rough stuff, this battery compartment right here, the latch, isn't the most soundproof. So you're going to hear it rattle, and that's pretty much kind of the only annoying thing. Everything about the bike is super stable. It's just the latch that opens up the battery compartment. The metal they use is reminds me of a high school locker, you know what I mean? Very thin, very rattly. I'm sure you could do some sort of rubber sound deadening around the area, but for the most part, that's pretty much the only thing that rattles on this bike when it gets into a bumpy terrain like this, is that battery compartment door. So far, I'm on pedal assist 2, just throttling. 1,000-watt motor is doing its thing, and I'm just enjoying the scenic view, and the air out here is really nice. We're taking a little bit of a break, you know, giving our bums a little break from all the rattling from these from the off-road terrain. But here's another section of the creek, and this place is really popular. There has been pretty much non-stop bikers and joggers all up and down this whole thing. So there's like several trails and then offshoots of sub-trails. If you want to go off the main trail, you really got to pay attention to the maps, because you really can get lost out here. Everything kind of looks the same. But there is a waterfall. Looks like just 3 miles away, but it could be 3 miles of uphill. I got to double check on the map. I'm not sure how high we've gone so far. Of course, it's all been uphill. Got to keep track of the battery. Like I said, it took about 6 miles to get just to this area from our house. And we did bike here, so got to keep track of the range. Couple e-mountain bikers just cruising. So I found the family. They're out here doing a little crawdadding. You guys find anything? Nope. But yeah, we're just taking a little tiny break. So you can see there's walking trails all around here. You really can get lost if you really wanted to. So we got the wife in front of us now. She is taking in charge of the zebra. She is blazing the path ahead. And this is all uphill. I'll let the motors rest for a second because that was a lot of uphill. So we are on our way down now from the summit, but honestly, there's way more uphill that would take you into the state park. But definitely pushing our range already up here. So we're gonna go ahead and just enjoy the downhill experience, warm up the brakes a little bit, and then we'll have probably a little picnic by a creek somewhere, someplace shaded. But I don't want to leave the family behind, so I'm not gonna let it loose and just carve down the side of this mountain. I'll basically just be on the brakes and picking out the smoother parts of the road for them to follow. Oh yeah, Zebra is just carving it up downhill. Very smooth. I'm gonna hit a pause though, because I don't want to leave the family too far behind. It's nice and fun though, very manageable, especially with the 4-piston brakes. Man, stop on a dime with this thing. It's just the rattling of the little gym locker style battery compartment door. Oh man, I have just been having a blast going downhill. Gosh, it's like the perfect, I don't know what to call it, substrate? Is that the right term for it? It's just real nice and soft, and like the dirt just, when I'm power sliding with the rear wheel, it just feels perfect. I feel like I have a lot of stability even when I'm sideways. Super fun downhill experience. I definitely got to come back. This is definitely a nice trail to test a lot of bikes on. It's got uphill, downhill, rough terrain. The asapzebra passed with flying colors. I'm telling you guys, very stable on rough terrain. I did have to stand up a couple times on some like tree roots, but that's just normal, you know. You don't want to be popping up out of your seat when you're going downhill. So a little bit of a little bit of a jump right there. Very stable bike. Very impressed with it. And man, I'm gonna keep coming back here with this bike. It is so fun. Go uphill and charge back down. Definitely got to bring a better gear though if I want to get faster at it. But we're looking for a picnic area now. It's relatively flat, so should be coming up soon to the parking lot area and stuff like that. But what a ride, what a place. Nisene Marks State Park. It's so huge. I've been to different parts of this forest, but not like the main mountain bike trails of it. And there is a lot more left to explore. You would need probably 2 batteries to explore the whole thing. Like I said earlier in the video, or like I hopefully said earlier in the video, there's about a 30-mile loop trail that goes up pretty much through the redwood, past the mountains, into like a whole nother town almost. But yeah, that's like a 30-mile loop. Oh, check it out. We made it to the picnic area, or one of the picnic areas. Nice little downhill to get here. And we got picnic tables, and we have, we got access to the creek. Very cool.
Are you charging cruise?
Oh gosh, my wife is tripping me. So anyways, what do we have on the menu today? We got some chips, of course, our Ruffles, and we got some Mexican food. All right. And oh my goodness. Woo, a little bit of a rough ride. Oh no, one of the salsas exploded. Oh goodness, one of the salsas exploded. We ziplocked some salsa and jalapenos, but we'll be all right, I think. Dang, who is riding this bike? Oh my god. It got absolutely crushed. And there we go, guys. We are back home. I do apologize for not filming the trip back home. My GoPro camera died and I do not actually have a mount for this new camera. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's the new Insta360 camera that I got. Thanks to Mrs. Charge and Cruise, who gifted it to me on Father's Day. Amazing, amazing gift. I am so stoked. I'm sure you guys will be too, because I'll be able to get crisper and more detailed shots of me actually riding the bike. But either way, that was a very, very fun adventure we had today. Man, that state park was awesome. I definitely want to go back up there again. And the asapzebra did absolutely fantastic. Made the ride very smooth, and those brakes, especially downhill on those corners, I was ripping it up. It was so awesome. Very, very stable. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit a thumbs up, hit the subscribe. I'm going to continue to do more adventures, reviews, delivery gig work, all that stuff. Gotta love the electric vehicle lifestyle. But until next time, take care. Farewell.